Ludo mode is activated. They say we can hit 41 miles per hour. Come on, baby! From the dual 1200 watt motors on the Apollo Phantom. And all that power is sent courtesy of the Mach 1 controller that they claim is 27% more efficient than a stock controller. What is a stock controller? Another unique thing about this electric scooter is it has a dedicated regenerative brake lever, which can help us maximize the range that they claim we can get 50 miles in ideal conditions. But that's just me sitting here reading a spec sheet to you. Let's crack this thing open and see what it's made of. It's double bagged. Here's what it looks like in the box, and hopefully this works. And here's what it looks like when you get it out of the box. Let's check out the locking mechanism. Looks like it pops right up. Nice, is that right? It's got a pin around the other side, and this little lever right here snugs it all down. We'll see how it feels when we get it out there on the road. And the rubber deck is secured down by quite a few bolts. Here's where you get a little levers for putting power down. And here's what a size 13 shoe looks like on it. 2 size 13 shoes. And it is a fairly compact scooter. It weighs 77 pounds and has a max rider weight of 300 pounds. It's not always about max power, but power to weight ratio. On the backside, we get a 1200 watt motor running on 52 volts, and the same exact motor on front. The tread pattern on the 10-inch tires appears to be optimized for street riding, and both the front and rear have dual suspension with adjustable coil shocks. And this steel cable reveals it is mechanical disc brakes, which honestly you're probably never gonna really use because this scooter has regenerative braking. Here's a quick little peek of the same suspension up front with the typical dual charging ports. The battery pack this scooter runs on is a 52 volt, 23.4 amp hour. Roughly 23 amp hours divided by a 2 amp charge rate on the single charger they give you would be about 12 hours to charge from completely empty to completely full. Of course, you could snag yourself a second charger to charge this thing twice as fast. It also comes with this bag, which contains, well, a lot of stuff. Spare inner tube, quite a few replacement brake pads, which honestly, we're probably never gonna need to use these with the regen brake. Looks like some extra bolts for the wheels. Tire pump, little extender here to get air in the tires, and the big boy tools. My God, dude, this is the biggest Allen wrench I think I've ever seen. 12 millimeter. Let's take a look at the cockpit. Display looks nice. We get rubber ergonomic grips, seem pretty decent. This should be the progressive regen brake on the left. What is up with all these little hairs? Of course, throttle on the right and the mechanical brake levers. So let's power it up. Nice. Display is large. Looks like it comes in kilometers an hour out of the box. We'll switch that with the app. Battery life down here. Tab on through some of the options here. So it looks like you get trip, odometer, voltage of the battery. So we are 58.8 is max on a 52 volt. We're getting there. And 83 kilometers remaining range is the estimate. Again, we'll have to switch that to miles. Wait, what is that? Oh, turn signal, nice. So turn signal. So the turn signal makes a little beep up here, and it is self-canceling after about 5. Right signal is on the right, very intuitive. And then we get a basic 3 gears that you just tap this button here. How do I get to my Ludo mode, dude? I want Ludo. Oh, there it goes. Heck yeah. How did I even do that? Oh, it's like stuck in Ludo mode. I don't have a problem with that. Wait, what? Cruise control? Oh, I double tap that. Double tap this button for cruise, apparently. Wait, no, double tap that and turns on the light? Yeah, double tap that, turns on the light. Which the light is not adjustable. You can't really turn it up or down or anything, but you can see it. Which it also turns on the rear light, which is a brake light. Let's look at those signals. So it lights up there on the front and side, and you can see the other signal. This thing is like stuck in Ludo mode. What do we do here? Let's turn it off. We're still rolling in Ludo mode. Why are we stuck in Ludo? What the? Oh shoot, I put it in P. I like locked it. What? I don't know. Good thing they give us a manual. That actually clarifies things a lot. You press the power button twice quickly to shift gears, and to get to Ludo mode, you press that button 3 times quickly. And then in the app, you can change the top speed for each of the gears. Manual does not say anything about park mode, but apparently in park mode, it like puts the brake on. Regen brake is on like max, I can't move it. So to give you an idea of the size of this scooter, I am 6'5", size 13 shoe. Handlebars come up to a nice height for me. Suspension's feeling bouncy. The deck and the weight of this thing actually feels fairly compact to some of the scooters I've reviewed recently. So it might be a little more nimble, might get a little more zip, you know, power to weight ratio. I'm excited, dude. A post on Reddit claims you tap this button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get out of park. Didn't do it. So I guess we need the app to unlock the park mode. Add this scooter. How easily is it gonna connect? Searching, searching, searching. Oh, nice. That was easy. Connecting. Oh, sweet. Super easy. Oh, I remember they tried messing with me last time. Checking battery, checking brakes. Wait for this baloney coming up. Turbo pressure, gravity pull, rocket launcher, flux capacitor, these trolls, nitrous. For the record, I'm making all ones. I forget how this works. So I guess we need to lift this whole thing up off the ground. So inside the app here, we can change from Eco, Sport, and it shows us our speed. We can change the max speed. So top speed, ooh, we can move to 50. We'll see what happens. And then it also shows us our battery percentage and the voltage readout. Good stuff in the app, dude. So you can change your acceleration response. I think this is gonna be the ticket here, dude. It's in park. Unlock the scooter, you gotta put in your password. Nice. And you can do biometrics too, apparently. I don't wanna do that though. Check it out, you can turn on and off the light too. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Gear 1. Gear 2. And gear 3. Oh yeah, dude. Now we got the juice. Let's try Ludo. Triple tap. Ludo. I can't tell the difference. So under no load, full throttle. Ludo mode, baby. Yeah, baby, we got the juice! All right, dudes, let's take the Apollo Phantom out for a ride. We'll test the top speed, the acceleration, the range. Of course, we'll fire up the Strava so we can track our official distance. So let's get on out of here. So the very first test we're gonna do here is the 20% grade. I weigh 200 pounds. We'll try gear 1 from a stop here, full throttle. Gear 1, let's just see what it can do on gear 1 out of curiosity. Meh. All right, we're gonna have to bump it up. So we'll go ahead and bump that over to 3 and give it full throttle now. Oh yeah, now we got a little bit of peel out action, climbing straight up. We'll try Ludo mode later. So first thing I'm noticing out here is the display is actually pretty hard to read in the bright sunlight. Maybe we can get in there and change those settings. And the second thing I'm noticing, well, besides regen brake, is on mode 1, it's very gentle on the power. So you can just smash it full throttle and we are going 12 miles an hour on number 1. So this scooter can be very newbie friendly and you can also trickle on that lithium ion so you can extend your range doing this, but we're gonna try pedal assist 2 or power assist 2. That dials things up just a little bit here. You can already feel this thing got a little bit of juice in it on PAS2, and it does have mechanical disc brakes, but you're probably not really gonna be using that mechanical disc brake very much with the regen brake built into this thing. And I think you can adjust how much regen brake you get. So we are going 25 miles an hour and just barely tapping on those brakes. The regen brake kicks right in. Oh yeah, dude, front wheel's breaking loose a little bit on number 2. So let's connect the app up, see if we can adjust the brightness. Can you see the screen through the polarized lenses? Yes, but it dims it even further. And yes, you can get in here and adjust the regen brake strength as well as acceleration response. However, I am not seeing a way to adjust the brightness of the screen. So let's just go ahead and throw this thing on number 3 and gun it here. All right, peeling out here a little bit. We'll try Ludo mode when we do the 0 to 20 acceleration, but this is bringing us up to, it feels stable. Taking one hand off. Do not copy me. Always keep both hands on your wheel. But gear number 3 here is showing into a headwind. The onboard is showing 33, 34, 35, and the GPS 36 on the onboard, 37. Woohoo! This thing's got a little bit of juice in it. I like the ergonomic hand grips I'm noticing. The whole bars here have like a little V shape. They slant back, so that's nice. They're wide and they give you a nice surface there to grip onto. So the regen brake does activate from the levers, but you also have this very unique regen brake lever, and oh my goodness, you are never gonna be using the built-in mechanical disc brakes. So these mechanical disc brakes will be basically like an emergency backup. You're never gonna be using them. But if you do, the rear brake is on the left, so just grab that, it'll lock up the back tire. So let's give it a quick little triple tap here and put it in Ludo mode. Whoa! We'll get it out here on the main road, see if we get any higher speeds, full throttle. So it's really hard to see the onboard display for me personally, but we'll give it a little bit of full throttle here on the downhill, and we are rolling on 10-inch wheels, hitting onboard showing 42. My display is showing 40 into a headwind. We'll try it with a little bit of a tailwind here in a few. Regardless, we're out here whipping right next to the BMW 3 Series, and that regen brake is awesome, dude. So definitely enough power on this thing. I feel very comfortable just lane splitting. About to Probably just roll past all this traffic. That dude's tired a little bit. Like, oh yeah, here we go. Oh, peeling out, dude. We're good to go. So we are running on 52 volts. I believe they have a 60 volt variation of this scooter. If you want a little extra pep, I'd say this will get you around town just fine. But how far around town? We'll see what the range is on this scooter if I keep riding it like this. You might be disturbing the peace here just a bit, but we're gonna do a 0 to 20 acceleration on this. GPS is right up here on Ludo mode. I'm gonna try to get that power down. Maybe the scooter wants to challenge me. Let's go for it. Ready, go. Oh yeah, spinning out just a bit there. And that would be 20 and 30. So pretty decently rapido electric scooter with dual motors. In general, compared to like the Segway scooters I just reviewed, this thing just feels like very light and nimble and playful. I think this one weighs 77 pounds, about 30 pounds less than the lighter Segway scooter. So in general, you know, smaller deck, there are trade-offs to be made. This one doesn't feel, you know, quite as luxurious of Oh man, the power though. The power to weight ratio. So I mean, yeah, you got to take into consideration the weight of the item that you're on, not just pure power. So I mean, this thing whips, dude. So in ideal circumstances on flat ground, a little bit of tailwind, let's just smash on it. Ludo mode, see what kind of top speed we can hit. 25, 30, 35, 36, 39. Please stop, car. 41, 42 on board, 39 on the GPS, 40 on the GPS. Come on, baby, give me 45. We're not getting 45. 43 on board and 40 on the GPS. So there you have it, dude. And that regen brake, you do not even need to touch those mechanical brakes. So in general, handlebar height on this scooter is high. This thing is nice to be on. The deck is a little bit narrow. Like my feet, you can see, like I can fit two side by side, but you know, it's not exactly like the most huge deck, which also, you know, has its own benefits. So makes the whole scooter like lighter and more nimble feeling, very sporty feeling scooter for sure. Just get that wheel over the stand just a little bit and skirt. Oh man, never gets old, just feeling out. So in general, I'd say the suspension feels just about right on this thing. Let's see how it feels in extreme circumstances, like on a boardwalk. Oh yeah, you don't want to be riding this thing out on a boardwalk, but everywhere else, man, this suspension's great. So to enable cruise control, you get into the settings and you choose how many seconds to hold it down for. I set it to 4, and then you can just slide off and boom, baby, you're on cruise. So let's go see what kind of speed we get on the California incline. That'll be the top of that hill over there. It's an 85-foot high cliff and 12% grade. Still running Ludo mode because, you know, once you go to Ludo, how do you ever go back? Losing just a bit of traction on that front tire on full throttle. Just enough to have some fun. Starting at the bottom of the California incline, getting a little bit of peel out, skirt, 20, 25, 30, topping out at about 33 on the California incline, 30 on the GPS, and we came from that little path right down there. So after all that, we're sitting at about 53 volts. See what kind of range we end up getting out of this thing, but first, let's try the brakes on this downhill after we get a little bit of speed. So this is about max speed, 30, 40, and then regen brake. So that regen brake, this is really all you need. Oh, it gets stronger as you get slower too. And then of course, you got the mechanical brakes to back you up in case you need them. So you get yourself in a bit of an emergency going about 20 miles an hour and you need to slam on it. You're good, dude. So we'll head on home, check the final range, but let me share my final thoughts on this scooter. Overall, I'd have to say it has plenty of power, especially when you flip it into Ludo mode. And one of the things I especially love about this scooter is the regenerative brake lever on the left. This is the only scooter I've tried so far that has that feature, and it's super useful and it's super linear. And speaking of linear, so is the power with that Mach 1 controller. So you can check the link in the description box below this video to see what current prices are. And if you are gonna grab one, buy it through that link down there below. It would help support my reviews here on Juice Joyrides, and of course, I greatly appreciate your support. See what this thing's got left in it, dude. It's still whipping pretty good out here. Showing 30, 38. And just rolling up into the neighborhood here after about 18 and a half miles, hour and a half of ride time, we are showing 50.5 volts remaining. So about 40% remaining on the battery. All around excellent scooter. Love the regen brake, love the power delivery. If you do want to grab one of these, buy it through the link down below this video in the description box. Support your boy here at Juice Joyrides. However, if this is not the kind of electric scooter you're looking for, watch this video next. I'll catch you over there.